Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is me, the Grand Cat, and it is now time for us to finish off the Summerslam BCE good old Stone Cold. What? I tell you what, son. So, it should take us 2 matches to finish, and hopefully we should get in those 2 matches. So, 2 left. We've got Dan Arrow there and Brass Knucks. So let's do something like that. Take over 2 of the rings. Let's see what the computer wants to do. This computer wants to do anything. Okay, it's putting cards in. I think we're okay. I'm less confident about that second ring. Damn. I should have moved him. Okay. That ring is fine at the moment. This one could use a little work. I think that's what we want to do. That is going to lose. Do that. I should have used the down arrow instead of the left arrow. That was a moment of hesitation. What? Oh, that was because of the reversal. Okay, so Kevin Owens is still fine. And we are definitely going to be tagging out something in this run. Oh, that 1.52 power on that Rey Mysterio. That is a real pain. It's a real pain because it means that we came very, very close to beating him and getting rid of that card, but just didn't in the end. There we go. That should be us fine. Of course, this is a brand new tier, the SummerSlam BCE tier. So we've got 126 there. So we only need 54 points to get Stone Cold. But of course, with a brand new tier, you always get the problem that the computer is going to have cards that are better than you because the computer will be using pros of the brand new tier that you just don't have access to. Okay, there we go. We can dust all of those because we don't need any of those cards. And once we get Stone Cold, we're going to try and train him up and see if we can get him all the way up to level 100. Okay, so we've got 10 arrows, microphone and right arrow. I think we want to do that. Just leaves a bit of a space in the middle. Okay, well, the computer's going for 3, so we need to put something over here. Okay, he's moved it back to the center. Okay, we're good. So let the computer take one of the rings. Okay, we've got another Dan arrow. So let's put that in. So these ones are microphones. Okay, well, we need to deal with that. And we can't take this one yet, so we need to just do something like this. It's not worth putting the cards in there. I'm just going to wait until the next round and then take over that middle ring. Okay, good. So we don't need to think about that third ring anymore. So we don't have any microphones, but we do have some powered up cards. And we'll put in... Let's put in Stone Cold, just because this is for Stone Cold. We'll let Stone Cold win his own card. That makes sense to me. And there we go. Microphone as well. Okay, now the computer's putting in, filling up this ring. I think we're still okay. Yeah. There we go. And 64 points, that's already enough to get good old Stone Cold. And there is 140 points. And there's good old ancient Mesopotamian sorcerer, Egyptian god card, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can you imagine if Yugi brought out the ancient Egyptian god card, Stone Cold Steve Austin against Cell Kaiba? He'd have stomped a mud hole and walked it dry. I'll tell you what, son. He'd maybe have given old Cell Kaiba a good old pile driver. Maybe put some stank up on that arm, give him a Stone Cold Stunner, son. Stone Cold's the best. Right, let's dust these cards off. And hope that didn't. Just dust our Stone Cold. And we're now onto the Heroic War Games. And let's see what the Heroic cards are. So we have Farouk, of course, first from the APA, followed by Batista, Santos Escobar, the Ronin card, and Nathan Frazier is the Summerslam BCE card. And then lastly we have the Heroic upgrade, which we will absolutely be going for our good old Stone Cold. So, let's train him up first. Well, let's first of all take a look at images, see what we can do here. Oh, hell yeah, son. What else do we have? We've got Ancient Mesopotamian Zombie, Stone Cold. We have a hat, Stone Cold hat. Do you guys have any favourites? Maybe go with the old animated Stone Cold. That looks pretty ridiculous, actually. That's definitely it's got some potential, certainly. That's like the most modern version of Stone Cold. That's practically like how he looked when he fought Kevin Owens at the most recent WrestleMania. That's obviously a very young Stone Cold, stunning Steve Austin, part of the Hollywood Blondes. Got this kind of cartoon look of Stone Cold. I think that was promo art from one of the Royal Rumbles, if I remember correctly. That one's kind of cool. But I think the Battlegrounds one might be a winner. Like, some of these look awesome. Like, Stone Cold's got some pretty awesome images on him. Stone Cold is definitely the one that I grew up with. You know, that was like, he was the pinnacle of wrestling back in the good old Grand Cat's time. So it's always very, very nice to see when Stone Cold gets a bit of that looks so ridiculous. I think we're going to go with that one. So let's improve that. Yeah, let's get rid of some of these cards. I'll take Stone Cold up to 89. Can we train a little bit more? Let's use a Ronin card. level 100. And there are the stats for our good old level 100 Stone Cold. So he has 43.24 million in power, 43.83 in toughness, 43.01 in speed, and 43.96 in charisma. So of course toughness and charisma are two strongest feats, and of course he is one of the most charismatic wrestlers of all time, which makes sense that that is so high up. So let's see whereabouts that ranks. We also got a Ultimate Warrior and of course Shanky. Shanky was part of the... He was the card that was before Stone Cold in War Games. But let's see with males. Stone Cold is actually stronger than Hurricane. And this is a Pro Hurricane, level 105 with 100 matches, and Stone Cold is still stronger than him, which is fairly incredible, really. In fact, I think I've got momentum on Kevin Owens, so let me just check that. Let me just remove that. So if we swap this over with, say, down here. Oh, I dropped to Summerslam BCE. Okay, I didn't realise that the momentum was actually required for that. But there you go, you can see that Stone Cold is actually higher ranked by quite a bit than Kevin Owens. He's still lower than Edge, and of course he's lower than the Double Heroics, but not by much. Like, really not by much. I mean, this is a 2,872 ranked Edge from the previous tier. If we detach this, you can see that there's a bit of a difference between Stone Cold and Edge, obviously, but like not an incredible amount, which is really saying a lot. I mean, there is, well, there's a fortified one, and you can see here that his stats are 39 across the board with the exception of power, but Stone Cold is 43 across the board, which is really fairly massive, considering he doesn't have his 100 wins either. And this isn't even the heroic version, so the heroic version I'm expecting might even surpass Edge here. So that's very, very cool to see. Very interesting. So there you go, SummerSlam BCE event cards. They are not to be trifled with. They are very, very powerful, very deserving of their position. I think if you can go for the heroic upgrade, certainly going for the first one is one of the best ones to get, because it will give you the longest kind of shelf life, really. So I think that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give us a like, share and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go up, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.